Let's learn how to play this fun blues solo using target notes over each chord. It's always helpful to know the rhythm when you're playing a guitar solo. I'll leave a link for this great backing track, but check out this rhythm. So we're really just hitting A7, D7, E7. But we're using the root note, the low note, sliding up, in this case on the A, sliding up from 3 to 5 on the E string, and hitting the chord twice. D, 3 to 5 on the A string. E is 5 to 7 on the A string. For me, I have this chugging thing going on. I'm not always hitting the strings, but I have that pulse that helps you a huge amount with rhythm, which also will help you with this lead. I'm going to break down the solo, and I'm also going to tell you these target notes we're hitting over each one of these chords. I'm using the structure of the A blues scale for all of this. But within that scale, we're going to just add a few target notes. First phrase. So I'm hammering on from the minor third, the C note, to the major third, which is C sharp, from 5 to 6 on the G string. And then back to the root on the 7th fret of the D string. And you can attack this a lot of different ways. And then the next phrase, starting with the root in the 7th fret, then we're hammering on from 5 to 6 on the G, 5 on the B string, 7 on the B string, and then back to a root here in the 5th fret of the E string. The next phrase, landing on the flat 7, G note. The same phrase walking up, 7, hammering on from 5 to 6, 5, 7, 8 is that G note. So next we'll look at 5 on the B string. We're hitting an E note here. I like to use my third finger or pinky depending, but you're sliding up to these target notes. So we're hitting a C sharp note right here when it's still on A, but then it's getting ready to switch over to the D7 chord. And then we're hitting a flat 7 of the D chord, which is a C note. So 5, half step little climb there to the C sharp note in the 9th fret. And then in the 8th fret, we're looking at the C note. And I like to do that little half step climb, and that's what we're going to do with a lot of these target notes, is just do a simple chromatic slide. 9, 8, now we're on the D7 chord. Then I just rake a couple quick double stop here which includes this F sharp note, which is in the D chord. I'm really just adding these simple target notes to the blues scale, but this is all within this few fret area. Get this down and you won't regret taking the time because you're going to be confident. So F sharp and A as part of a D chord here, but I do it in a half step slide. So 7 on the B, 5 on the E string, but we're coming back from just a 1 fret down. Next phrase. Just hugs that A7 chord. So just a slight bend on 7 of the G, then hitting 7, hammering on from 5 to 6, hitting that root note in the 7th fret. Then walking down 7, 6, 5, 4, which is another C sharp note, which because you're on the A. Again, on the A string. Then it's going to the E chord. Check this out. We're just repeating some of these phrases, hugging that target note. So the target note here is the G sharp note, which is the major third of the E chord. But we're chromatically walking up. 4, 5, 6 is that G sharp note on the D string, and then hitting an E because we're on an E chord. Then again walking up on the B string. 7, 8, 9, G sharp note. 7th fret is a B note, which is also in the E chord. Then we're walking down on the G string. 9, 8, 7. And then we're on the D chord. One more time slow. This just hugs that E7 chord. Next phrase, same as we did before. Just that slight bend on 7 of the G. Hitting 7, hammering on from 5 to 6, root note. We're not just learning a blues solo here, we're learning to improvise with confidence. As we go to the last phrase here to finish the solo off, 10th fret of the B string is another A root note, and then going to another position of the A minor pentatonic. So hitting the root, sliding from on the E string from 12 to 15, then back to 12, then hammer on and pull off 12 to 15. Then just a full bend on 15 of the B, release, 13, back to the root on 14 of the G string. Slow. So basically we're targeting 1 or 2 notes over each chord. I'm using the structure of this A blues scale, but the major third is the ticket for each chord. So that's C sharp for the A, and then the D chord. All these phrases hug the chord. This is a really stripped down solo here, but this can teach you a lot. If you learn this solo, you're gonna hear how these chord tones actually just hug the chord, that will get your creativeness going, and you're going to have more fun playing the guitar when you have some confidence to do this. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast. Let's talk soon.